All right there, everyone. Marine Le Pen beats Emmanuel Macron in the EU elections. That's what we'll be talking about on this special European elections update video. First, if you've not already done so, make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button and join the party, the victory party here, where each day we analyze current events in light of awesome conservative trends so that you can live in the present in light of even better things to come. And my, oh my, did we have some great things coming this weekend, this Sunday, did we not? As of today, it's as projected, Marine Le Pen's national rally has beaten French President Macron's En Marche party quite handily in the European elections. Now, the latest that I had, these are exit polls now, has Le Pen's national rally coming out with 24-25% of the vote, while Macron's party is only getting around 22%, which is consistent with the polling that we had leading up to the election. Macron's just been stuck at 22%, all the while Le Pen's national rally began to surge of late. They were behind a good 3 or 5 percentage points at the beginning of May, but they surged to a high of around 24-25%, and it looks like that high appears to have been accurate. Now, in case you're late to the party here, these European elections were in many ways Macron's midterms, okay? These were the first national elections since he was elected president back in 2017. And what Marine Le Pen and the National Rally candidates did is they turned the European election into a referendum on Macron's presidency. And they did it very, very effectively. In fact, I mentioned this, I think, on our last video that we did, with the surge of support that we were seeing for Le Pen's national rally. Le Pen went so far as to say that Macron should resign if he loses to the national rally because it's an obvious rejection of his presidency. If you think it through, nearly 80% of France voted against Macron's party, which, given the state of the election, was obviously a vote against his presidency. It was a referendum here. Now, of course, this is Le Pen's second straight victory in the EU election. She won with the National Front back in 2014 with roughly the same percentage of votes. So this is a clear double victory for Le Pen. And it's, of course, the opposite for Macron, who played a very prominent role, keep in mind, in this campaign, perhaps more than any other European leader, in order to try to persuade the French to vote for his vision of a globalized France and indeed a globalized Europe. But it was not to be. In fact, pundits are now already saying that a loss to Marine Le Pen means that Macron has now been effectively marginalized from his leadership position in the EU. Right? Finishing second is only going to mean a sense of isolation in Europe. That was one pundit's assessment on the consequences for the vote on Macron. And this, of course, is a grand victory for the Yellow Vests, right? The Yellow Vest uprising has just entered its 28th straight week of protests with no end in sight. Macron's handling of it has been an abject failure, to say the least. Now, of course, you would not hear that from the left-wing mainstream media, which shocked me. Well, it shouldn't shock me. I don't know why it shocked me. But in all the reporting, they thought Macron was brilliant in the way he's handled it, with his whole national debate where he got to answer predetermined questions, with his erudite eloquence reminding the French why globalization is in their best interests, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know, these elections put all of that to shame, right? That left-wing propaganda. The French were not satisfied with the so-called Great Debate. The Yellow Vest uprising has not ended. Globalization remains extremely controversial in France, and the nationalist populist right were the great beneficiaries of Macron's missteps that the mainstream media kept printing as triumphs. So this is what makes these elections just so delicious, so wonderful. The press really can't do anything about. I'll take that back. They can blame it all on Putin and the Russians, all right? That's it. It's Putin and the Russians' fault. There, I forgot. There you are. So all in all, an extraordinary victory for the nationalist populist right in France. Marine Le Pen and the National Rally win 2 elections in a row. Well done indeed. Now make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more updates on the European parliamentary elections as the returns come in throughout the day and the evening. God bless.